Oh, what is going on? Yeah, Clown Force, that is my dickhead shadow. As close as a selfie as anybody's ever gonna get. I don't do face reveals, but that is actually me. I am just a shadow. I have no physical form. That's it. That's all I am. All right, who do we got here? What's going on, Jilly? I've had the pleasure of talking to Jilly here lately. She is really cool. And I don't think she's gonna press charges either. What's up, Dr. Mortician? Clown Force. Yeah, I heard. I did hear about that. I just didn't see it myself. I mean, he's kind of proven himself to be a clown anyway. So, what's going on, Moments Live? What's going on, Melinda? What's going on, Kidners? What is going on, Gremlin? Do I have? Yes, I do. I thought, like, haven't I sent you a few dick pics? I thought I had. Maybe not. I don't know. I got a feeling I'm going to be ambushed tonight because earlier in the day, a couple of people that I talked to asked me if I was going live today, but they didn't really say why. So here I am. If you are one of those people, you are welcome to come up and give me shit or whatever you want to do. What's going on, Andrea D? I've also had the pleasure of talking to Miss Andrea D. I was looking for a good reason to slide into her DMs. Um, Found a good reason, but unfortunately not the kind of reason I wanted. But we'll get to it. It'll get better. I promise, Andrea. It'll get better. We can only have two clowns in the community at once. Jeez. Oh no, that is not true. We have many clowns in this community, and it seems like they're all fighting for the number one spot. What's going on, Christy? Is school out in Mexico? Schools are um, getting out here for the year. I don't know how they do it down there. I know some. Well, like some schools now go like they pretty much go instead of having one big break in the summer. Some schools kind of go year round, like 6 weeks on and 2 weeks off or some shit. I don't know how it works, but they do it different ways now, I guess. Shout out for Tommy's catch today. Yeah, that'll be another one that doesn't get prosecuted because he doesn't turn in his evidence. But nevertheless, a good catch is a good catch. I didn't see it. I don't watch Tommy at all, so I'll just have to take your word for it. I believe Alex had a catch today too, but I it sucks. I don't get to see Alex's catches anymore because they're on locals, and I don't even have locals on my phone. And Rumble kind of sucks. Like when I see them notify about a catch on Rumble, I can catch that one sometimes. YouTube is totally attacked this community, and channels like mine are what's left. That's fucking terrible. It's terrible. Alex's catch ran off. Okay, yeah, a lot of them do. How do I know he doesn't or does turn it? Because we've seen an interview with him and the cops, and they were complaining about it. Um, there are channels that show that he doesn't like he doesn't have near as many convictions as what he tells us he does. But if you watch that whole interview with him and the police, you can tell right there that he doesn't really care about turning in his evidence. He cares more about how his channel's doing. So, did I clean my room today and make my bed? Hell no. No, fuck that. Why make your bed when you're just gonna, you know? I don't actually use a bed most of the time. I just roll up a sleeping bag. Hey, what's going on, Kodiak? I don't have to watch his catches to know what's going on behind the scenes because we have people that keep very good track of all that. And that's how I know. I mean, you can't tell by watching the catch if they turn in the evidence or not. Anyway, that shit all happens later on. So yeah, if you haven't seen that interview with Tommy and the police, you should probably check it out. It wasn't just one catch. It's you should watch that interview. It isn't just one catch. Like he just doesn't hardly ever turn in his evidence. You should go watch that interview. What's going on, Tony D? Kodiak, get back over to Sabby's live. How dare you leave? Oh, I didn't. Oh shit. Oh well. Where's the interview? It's on Predator Catchers News and Drama. I think it's on his second channel also. If somebody happens to have the link that goes straight to that interview, please drop it for this gentleman or lady. I'm not sure which it is, but and then I think Jenny T just posted a video today also. Um, if somebody would drop Jenny T's channel, she's also posted some proof that he doesn't turn in his catches. She's put up a couple of new ones here lately. I think one just today, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there are people who. What's going on, Anthony? There are people that keep track of this stuff. I'm not one of them. I just watch what gets put out there. Colorado Pathological Patrol. Yeah, I don't advertise for Colorado Pathological Patrol anymore, but there is a shitload of evidence on there about Tommy not doing his job. Kodiak, go up and tell us about the UK people, pretty please. Oh, is there a story behind that, Melinda? You identify as a mushroom. Hey, that's cool. I identify as a sea monkey, so it's all right. All right, you're a dude. That's cool. Catch number 126 walked free because he didn't. Well, yeah, there's a bunch of them, and like I said, you guys keep better track of it than I do. So what's going on, Rob? Rob, what's going on, Warbot? I know you identify it as a clown bot now, but I'm still in habit of calling you Warbot, so it's gonna have to stick. Got a lot of clout. Try not being a bad word. Kodiak is a no. Kodiak's not a sheep. I can guarantee she will rip you a new ass. Yeah, she's not a sheep. Andrea D coming in hot with being half a sea monkey. Hey, I can convert you to a. Yeah, we'll fix that. Read your comment. Man, I must have missed something. Hold on. Because you speak to people, they think you are gonna hate me. Oh, no, I don't try to tell people who they can and can't talk to. I'm friends with people that are friends with people that hate my guts. Now, that's cool. I don't tell people where they can and can't go and who they can and can't listen to. Rob made Ryan look like a man. Man, I miss all the good shit. Oh, you talking about that drawing he did? Yeah, I did see that actually. I'm pretty sure that was a caricature. I didn't want Kodiak to think you were upset about Rabbit's panel. Man, I am. I miss everything. There's Jenny T coming in hot with her link. Thank you, Jenny T. So yeah, Mushroom Dude, you can start there. He choked on his dentures like 4 times. Right on. Hey, what's going on?
Hiya, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Somebody that is trying to have these trolls trying to say that I've done this and that. I've done jack shit.
I know how
You
they
know
are.
this. If I have tried to call somebody out yet, maybe call somebody out how they're treating people on other channels. Other than that, yeah, I'm not doing it.
Right, you're breaking up pretty bad. We're having a hard time understanding you, but yeah, you don't let the trolls get to you.
I never have.
Yes, I love this shit. That's the link to Jenny T's channel. He left with no one seeing him, huh? The guy's worse than usual. She's speaking Northern Irish.
Got it in one.
Long day today. Now let's see what's in store. Hey, cops, we'll probably get to some bullshit, but right now I'm just trying to have a friendly chat with my chat. We'll see where it leads. So, Kodiak, in Ireland, when you flush the toilet, like which way does the water swirl? Because I
I'm
know,
not
like in
getting it.
Australia,
Ours is more, I don't know. I've never sat and studied it, so I don't know. But it's a lot better than your toilets. I've been in America and I've realized America's toilets have water more higher. So yeah, I don't know.
well, it depends on what kind you get. Yeah, they try to enforce them pussy ass toilets that don't flush for shit, but if you know where to get the good
Do
ones, you can get the ones that make a
you know
lot of
what?
noise.
Do you know what? The one thing the UK has over America is the splits between public toilets. The UK has everything hidden. In America, they have like gaps in their toilets. Yeah, that's the worst thing ever.
We have what in our toilets?
Like gaps in your toilet stalls where the
Gaps.
doors
Oh
are.
yeah.
Yeah,
That does
we
suck
don't.
actually.
We have
That
private
is
toilets
weird. Yeah.
completely. You don't have them, and it's weird. When I was there last year, I was sitting going, what the fuck? It's so strange. So if anybody in your chat that hasn't been to America yet, yeah, good luck.
Yeah, it is
It might-
weird. You're right. There are a lot of, and like every school that I went to, like there was no doors on the shitters, man. It was fucking like nobody wanted to take a shit in school. I think they do that on. I think the janitors took the doors off on purpose so that nobody would use it. They didn't have to clean the toilets. I don't really know, but
Yeah.
it
So
is weird.
so yeah, that's kind of scary. Hmm. Yeah, to me personally, coming in from the UK, yeah, that's really, really strange. In all fairness.
All right, you're breaking up pretty bad, hon. We can't really understand you.
Uh,
You got that metric Wi-Fi, and you're trying to connect metric Wi-Fi to a standard system here. It's just not working out.
Come off it. You know mine doesn't work too well.
Yeah.
But yeah, them English ones, if they're gonna pop in, yeah, sorry. My cat's popping.
Get
Um,
off of that pussy. Damn.
fuck off. My cat would rat off your cats any time of day.
It what?
Yeah. With the sea monkeys, yeah. He'd rule it.
All right. You're breaking up. So I'm sure that you have something hilarious that you're saying, but we can't understand you.
Alright, I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks for coming up.
No problem, Pat.
All right. Later. All right. I have no idea what she said, but it was informative and funny. We'll just go with that. But that is true though, man. Like, isn't it weird like how big the gaps are like in public bathrooms? I mean, it's not hard to fix that. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I'm thinking maybe I don't know, maybe perverts designed the stalls. I don't know. Is she married? No, but she has a boyfriend. Okay, person that just sent me the message, I see it. We got some secret squirrel shit going on that none of us is allowed to be privy to. This is so secret, I don't even know about it. It's called a fanny in the UK. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I think David's from Ireland too, but I can't remember where. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I know he's from Ireland, but I can't remember what part. You're an Irish American 3 times removed. You can attempt to interpret, hey, I mean, we can always use the help. I've got a lot of Irish blood in me too, but I've got so much other, well, you got German, English, Native American, all you just, I'm a mutt. Like but yeah, we have a lot of Irish. Sometimes the Irish comes out of me when I drink. Give you a shout when we're done. Okay. I'll put you on the list, Kodiak. Serum. I'm not sure who that is. David. Yeah, you're right. You're right. David's from uh David. I can't say it right. I used to be able to do a pretty good Irish accent, but it's been a long time. And I'm telling you what, man, like some of the I've had a lot of concussions, I'm sure you can tell. And so I do have some actual brain damage. And one of the things that I can't do, I used to be able to do really good impressions and accents, but like I just can't do it anymore. I don't know if that's if it's from all the TBI, or I don't know, but yeah, I've definitely lost a lot of those abilities. Like I used to go to restaurants and order everything in the voice of Yoda, and it would crack people up, but I just can't seem to do it anymore. Oh, Kodiak coming in hot with the fuck your list. Yeah, Clown Force, you you would like the white cap, weirdo. Glory hole. Has anybody here ever well, no, I know, you know what? Musa, did y'all ever see that catch where Musa went to the glory hole? Did y'all see that one? That was pretty disgusting. Like I know that glory holes are a real thing, but I don't think I would ever actually like I'm pretty wild, but I can't imagine sticking my dick in some random piece of plyboard with the hole cut out of it and not knowing. I mean, I would totally freak out if I felt a mustache. You know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah. But yeah, this dude, I don't remember how old the decoy age was, but yeah, he had this little boy coming over to his glory hole. Turned out to be a BBC instead, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, Gremlin, that's good advice. You would never stick it in anything like that. It's natural selection at that point. You are correct. Like I've stuck my how can I say this? I've stuck my dick in some holes that I probably shouldn't have, but at least I knew that like it was a living human female most of the time. He would vote for Trump if he put something in the wall. Yeah, now that's an idea. Well, I like you, clown. You're always thinking. Yeah, Gremlin as an old man speaking to a younger man. Um, that is some solid advice I can give you is to be careful where you stick your dick, man. Like I know sometimes it can be tempting, especially during a dry spell. Um, yeah, I said most of the time. If I hadn't added that, then I would be lying to you, and I don't really want to do that. I got lucky. I mean, I was like when I have a when I'm in a relationship, I'm totally faithful. But in between times, I'm a fucking man whore, and you know, I got with some girls that weren't exactly high quality. You know what I'm saying? It's happened. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I'm a little pickier nowadays, but yeah, Christy would show up. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I've never gone to bed with an unattractive woman, but I woke up with a couple. It's happened. You wake up, you know, you're single, you're out mingling or whatever, just drinking the fuck out of whatever's around. Maybe popping a pill or two, you know, maybe doing a little bit of coke on the side. Who knows? But um, you know, you wake up in the morning and you can tell that you're naked, which is not a abnormal for me, but you feel that warm body next to you, and the first thing you think is like, oh shit, I hope it's a girl. Um, I've been lucky every time. I've never woken up with a naked man. So I've been lucky that in that department. But yeah, there was a couple of them, couple of girls that I was like, oh shit. I hope I didn't give her my real name. When you wake up and her eyebrows are gone and she looks like Uncle Fester. Oh shit. Oh, and somewhere throughout the night she lost her wig too. Oh yeah, it's happened. And then every now and then, like her glass eye will pop out or whatever. It happens. It happens to all of us. You honestly don't think any girls are down to be on the receiving end of a glory hole? Yeah, yeah, you're. Well, I mean, unless there's money involved, you're you're probably right. I mean, I've met some very damaged girls before that. I'm not saying that they would do that exactly, but there are people out there that their self esteems are just so fucking low. They will do just about anything just by somebody suggesting it. So that kind of thing is out there, but for the most part, girls are way pickier than we are. Or if you like them thick chicks, they lose 30 pounds overnight. Oh yeah, that happens too. Go to bed. Go. Man, I gotta reread that. Go to bed at 1 with a 10. Wake up at 8 with this. Oh shit! Now you just being mean, but that happens. Yeah. Always be careful who you trust. Yeah, you're best off just to not fucking trust anybody. I mean, like, not fully. It's nice to have people that you can talk to once in a while, but you really got to be careful how much you tell. I have very much found out around here that my friend today might be my enemy tomorrow. We've done entire panels about that. I mean, I'm horrible about taking my own advice. I tell people just don't get involved with people outside of YouTube chats. But I've met a lot of really cool people too, that I'm glad that I met. I've met a few people in person that I've met off of YouTube. Not smart. It's not smart, but I've done it. And for the most part, it's worked out okay. A couple of them even let me play with their boobies. And they were even girls. Actually, now that I think about it, I've met 6 people that I've met off of here, and only one of them was a dude. And she's actually the boyfriend of one of the females. So, or he's actually, what the fuck did I just say? He's actually the boyfriend of one of the females. But other than that, every person that I've met off here has been female. You don't drink, so your girls were smoke show. Well, I'm not really into pot, so like I've never had I don't know. I know that alcohol is not your friend when you're trying to hook up. Hey, what's going on, Ronnie? Yeah, Ronnie's another one that was accused of being somebody else. Like, I know she's not. Nothing more fun than responding to a domestic call when the complaining party has their significant other's phone in their possession. Yeah. Yeah, those domestic calls are the most dangerous kind. Musa just had a catch. Man, oh well. I haven't been paying much attention to YouTube today, so it's no surprise that I missed it. But I do try to watch his. Yeah, I've seen an awful lot of people be accused of being somebody that I know for a fact they aren't, because a lot of the time, like, I know both parties. I've heard their voices. I've had phone conversations with them. I don't think I've ever had a phone conversation with Ronnie, but like a lot of the other ones, like Andrea D and oh gosh, who else? There's just been a bunch of them that have been accused of being other people that I know for a fact they aren't, and it's just bullshit. And I see them get bullied. I've seen a lot of cool people run out of this part of the community by these fucking bullies up on panels, and like they get banned and shit because they take the word of FM that these are people that they aren't, and he's full of shit. So, can someone drop the link? Oh, well, I'm sorry. What link are you looking for? If you're looking for the link to come up here, it should be pinned. No, Ronnie, I was, did I misspeak? I was saying I have never had a phone conversation with you, but there are a lot of other people here that I have. If I misspoke, then I apologize, because no, I've never talked to you before. But like, I've heard Andrea D's voice, I've heard several other people's voices that yeah, one of Moose's whole channel got nuked, so he's got a new one now. Yeah, Moose is 541 now. Yeah, I knew he had over 500 catches. He's fucking kicking ass. He's one that I do try to watch his catches. No, Ronnie, I was saying that I've seen you be accused of being other people when I know that you aren't. No, heard, I've never had a phone conversation with you, but a lot of other people that have been accused of being people that they aren't. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. If I didn't say it right, I apologize. All right, Kodiak, take it easy. Did he take the catch? I don't know. White Claw. I don't. So maybe somebody here can answer for it. He did take it down. Okay. Is he is he taking down all of his catches right after they're done and then just posting them on Rumble? Because I know people are doing that, but I don't know if that's what he's doing all the time now or not. It's on Facebook. Right on. What's going on, Bryden? But I think some of the people that are being um, I think some of the people are getting fed up enough with certain other people's bullshit that they're probably going to come up and call them out on it, but I don't know that for sure. A lot of them are just afraid of being harassed, bullied, or doxxed or whatever, and I understand that. But the panel of bullies is just running off a lot of good people that shouldn't be, and it's bullshit, man. There we go. There's Moose's Facebook. You have a 4-day weekend. Oh, that's right. This is Memorial Day weekend. I keep like I do it, but I keep forgetting. I retired young, so like holidays, weekends doesn't mean jack shit to me anymore. But yeah, I remember those nice 3-day long paid weekends off. I had I had really good jobs, and when I was a steel worker, we had a lot of paid holidays. A lot of when I left there, I had 25 days of vacation time that I could take pretty much whenever I wanted. I had my birthday off with pay. I think there were like I don't know. We had a 2-week shutdown at the end of the year between Christmas and New Year's that was all paid. Um, so yeah, I had a lot of paid time off. They only pay you. They only paid you for like 40 hours a week. So when you were working, I worked a lot of overtime. That's where your real money comes in because you get time and a half or double pay, kind of depending on how much you worked. But it was still nice. All right, Bryden, take it easy. I'm sure probably everybody here is sub to Bryden. If not, go ahead and drop your link on the way out. Bryden puts up a lot of stuff he puts up is triggering to me. It's hard to trigger me, but sometimes decoy calls, listening to decoy calls and watching some of the very heartbreaking stuff that Bryden puts up, like I just, oh man, I 100% Bryden's channel, but I just can't watch some of it. I try to. Anytime you mention children and broomsticks in the same sentence and you're not talking about cleaning the house, it freaking triggers me. I'm sick motherfuckers out there. Yeah, yeah. It's definitely stuff we need to know. It doesn't need to be hidden, it doesn't need to be put out there. I vented earlier. I mean, Moments Alive was there, and so was oh man, I forget who all was there, but there's some people in here that were in my um I'm starting to do more lives on my private Instagram because there's stuff that I'll talk about there around a small group of people where there's no trolls because I don't let the trolls in there that I don't talk about as much here. I'm gonna start. I've already started doing more of that because there's stuff that like I think people ought to know about, but I don't necessarily want to say in front of 85 people or however many's in here. So yeah, Watching a pool fill is worse than paint drying. Oh yeah, yeah. You can't just leave it either. Oh yeah, Dusty was in there. I didn't. I don't think I left that stream up because I usually don't leave those up. But was I a welder? Yes. I was other things too. I hired in as a fitter welder, and then eventually uh, worked on with burning a CNC burning table, and then I went to material handling, and then hazardous material handling, and I did a bunch of things. I was also a union. I held a few different union offices while I was there. We had a real small local, so like a lot of the really bigger locals, like if you're a union officer, that's your only job. But I was an officer and a welder and blah blah blah, a bunch of other shit. But yep, Leanne Matthews. That name actually sounds familiar. Leanne Matthews. Where do I know that name from? Don't tell me somebody from my past is coming to haunt me. All right, Brad, you take it easy, man. Used to weld baffles inside aluminum oil delivery trucks for a fire truck. I mean, oh, that's cool. Yeah, aluminum welding aluminum's. I didn't weld a whole lot of aluminum, but I did some. And welding aluminum's kind of a bitch. You're in Ontario, right on. Well, as long as you're not popping in here to tell me like we had a kid together 30 years ago or something, that's cool. I'll give you some advice. Don't don't give away too much. If that's your real name, I would change it, and don't tell people where you're from because we have people around here that like to dox. That's just some friendly advice. Don't tell too much about yourself. Welding is hot. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking like you think that guys that weld are hot, or like it's just a hot job? Because yeah, it can be. Hey, I still got some of my welding equipment. Moments Live. I'd be glad to model it for you. Maybe one of these days I'll weld a ladder onto a bicycle and we'll see what happens. You got timed out in Savvy's live. Oh, Jay, what did you do? The welding sea monkey. You know what? I almost went to school for underwater welding, but my plan changed at the last minute. But yeah, I would have been a hell of an underwater welder. I don't even need scuba gear. Oh yeah, I've had some pretty nasty flash burn. Are you a welder, Leon? Yeah, flash burn sucks. I've had some bad flash burn a couple of times. And like the worst part is like at first you don't know how bad you don't know how bad your eyeballs have been burned until like a couple hours later. You get in the shower or something. Oh man. Check 2023. You're still waiting on my dick pics? They're readily available. My dick pics are easy to find. Something tells me that's probably actually Jonathan again. Jonathan totally called my bluff. He said that I could send him dick pics, and I was like, fuck. I don't send them to people that actually want them. What's going on, Batmom? Yeah, I used to do stuff like that, Lisa. I used to make some pretty cool creations. I used to make these big giant roses out of sheet metal. They were pretty cool. Oh, you're a welder's daughter? Right on. I mean, you guys, you know what kind of imagination I have, Lisa, so you can imagine the stuff that when I'm left alone with power tools, wild things are going to happen. I made, I took some rebar and formed it around. So I used to go, I do a lot of, or I don't do it as much anymore, but I a lot of rock hunting, and I used to go and find geodes, and some of them I would break open, some of them I leave whole, but I would bend the rebar around a geode and make like a stem with it, and then form out, take some sheet metal and form out the petals and that kind of thing, and kind of form, the geode would be the center of the flower, and then I would weld it all to the shaft of the rebar, and I don't know. I've got pictures of. I think my ex has all those pictures because I just gave her everything because I didn't. Yeah, I just gave her all everything. So my ex has a lot of my really cool pictures and stuff, including my nudes. Damn it! Made an owl out of an old shovel head and some. Oh, that'd be cool. I don't think, man. I don't. I made some stuff for my mom and dad. I haven't seen it around for a long time. I don't know whatever happened to it. But yeah, most of the time I just like I sold a few of them, but that wasn't really what I was in it for. Most of the time I made stuff to give to people as gifts or whatever. But it's too bad Vic hates me now because I was supposed to make him because I make um like some wood sealer stain or whatever made out of pine tar and beeswax, all the shit that I collect myself. And I was supposed to make him a batch of that, but he never did tell me how much he needed, and now he seems to hate me. So I'm guessing that project's down the drain. But I should be collecting some. Actually, I already started collecting beeswax. The old spot where I used to get it from is gone now, so I had to find a new spot. But I'll be able to start making more candles and all the salves and that kind of shit. I need to find a good place to get essential oils because I lost that supplier too. And like, not all essential oils are the same, and I want good stuff. But I'll be able to make like candles and the furniture polish and leather polish and that kind of shit here pretty soon. And my screen just went blank. God dang it. Hold on, guys. I got to do something real quick. If I get cut off, I probably won't come back. I'm having phone problems again. All right, there we go. Yeah, I used to grow herbs and stuff, and like when I was growing up, they grew a lot of mint around where I lived. So there would be whole mint fields like around my mom and dad's house, and that was pretty cool. You could boil that shit out, and make mint oil and stuff. They used to grow mint for Wrigley's and places like that. If you make them in shapes, needle workers will buy them from you. Use them for thread conditioner. Oh, you talking about the beeswax? I I can make the beeswax in any kind of. Usually, when I melt it down and filter it out, I'll put it in like cupcake pans. Make little pucks out of it so that when I go to use them later. Oh, the lavender. No, yeah, I'm not growing any lavender right now. Yeah, you could use beeswax for a lot of things. Like I said, I make candles with it and different kinds of salve and stuff. But yeah, it's good for lubricating zippers and all kinds of things. Well, Leanne, how did you find this channel? Unfortunately, most of our conversations go to drama type stuff, but oh, today I want to keep it a little bit more relaxed. I know something's gonna pop off though. followed my lyrical voice. All right. That works too. I get a lot of compliments on my voice from the ladies, so yeah, Andrea D, I can just tell something's gonna pop off. We can't have it nice for too long. Yep, it's been jinxed. I mean, I could just start calling out bullshit right now. I just didn't really want to. I vented earlier on Instagram, so I kind of got it out of my system. But I think some people are finally getting fed up enough that they're going to start coming forward. I don't know that for a fact. I guess we'll see. Leanne Matthews, man, that name is. I know you said you're from somewhere else, but that name is real familiar to me. I just can't place where I might know it from. As long as like we don't have a kid together, I don't know about. I guess it's all right. Okay. Um, FM accused you of being somebody else. That person has asked me not to mention her name, so I'm not going to, but FM has accused a lot of people of being people that I know for a fact they aren't. And now here it goes. Bill, happy Friday. Why is Sabby such a. I can't answer that question, the good guy, because I don't know. I guess she's live right now, but I didn't mean to step on her. I don't know. I probably would have went live anyway, but I don't know what's going on over there. I guess OJ got timed out for something, but then again, it is OJ, and I know how I know how he can be. So the good guy, I don't have an answer for you. What's going on, Hunchback farting out myth clause? Maybe he's a little. Yeah, he is paranoid. I'm just tired of seeing these guys. Here we go. I knew we couldn't stay calm very long. I'm just tired of these guys bullying people. And it just rubs me the wrong way when a guy screams at a woman like that for little to no reason. I think that Tyler the Hunchback farting out meth clause. This dude's got to write fortune cookies or some shit because he always has original things to say. I don't remember ever seeing him repeat any, and some of it's very creative. I mean, there you go, man. You could, and I'll even promote him for you. You could write fortune cookies all about Ta and sell them on here. If you can make it happen, I'll promote it for you. Hell yeah, sea monkeys for life, baby. You do repeat sometimes? All right. I'm just saying that I've personally, I mean, because I don't really watch as much of the stuff as they try to claim that I do. I'm just saying that I personally never see you repeat stuff. So it's all good though. I mean, even fortune cookies repeat themselves. I've had the same fortune cookies a couple of times. I've had the same fortune cookie that says you're a fucking asshole. I don't even know how many times I've had that one. Or men that threaten to kill their wife, yell at them, and allegedly push them. Don't like. Yeah, I'm with you, Pat Con. I mean, there's a time and a place to throw a woman around like a rag doll and pound her into the mattress. But when you're doing it out of anger, it's not cool, man. Putting your hands on a woman out of anger is just not. I just don't sit right with me. Maybe Hunchback is actually Confucius. Hmm, it's a possibility. You'd eat the cookies before they are cooked. Right on. Yeah, I'm the same way. Fortune cookies actually taste pretty damn good. Too bland. I don't know. I mean, I got quite the sweet tooth. In fact, I'm usually chewing on candy while I'm on here. But if things are, I also like mellower flavors, so I don't know. Tommy throws herself around like a bag of meth. Oh shit. Actually, I think people are pretty careful with their drugs. I always have been. Like I don't think I've ever thrown my drugs around because you don't want to spill that shit, and you damn sure don't want to lose it. I mean, I dropped a bag of coke in the yard one time and it popped open, and my neighbors thought I was nuts because I was out there with a straw sniffing on my grass. Hey, it happens. I told them that it was a new way of fetching earthworms because I wanted to go fishing. I don't think they believed it, but you know. And then there was a couple of times where, like after a night of partying or whatever, found some white powder on my coffee table. Wasn't real sure if it was coke or cigarette ashes, but yeah, fuck it, I snorted it anyway. Oh, oh yeah, man. My neighbors saw some wild shit when I lived in town. It was more than once where I like wake up in my yard and they were poking me with a stick. Is this motherfucker dead or I don't know. Something made Cooley hold his moldy rock star today on his catch. Hmm. Moldy rock star. That's gross, man. Is Captain like I've heard that like Captain's no longer part of the team, but I have no confirmation on any of that. I've never had a rock star either. I don't know what they taste like. And like I just not into energy drinks. I've had Red Bulls before, but they taste like stomach acid. Or at least the original ones do. I don't know about now. Is it about time for America's favorite Eddie Munster? Oh, wait a minute. What are we talking about? Age 14. Oh, okay. Yeah. Look like to come on here and ask the same question 20 fucking times. Yeah, Frankie. Yeah, it probably is. God love him. Not sure why Savvy is a punt. So why is more about Edward Slave Boy? I don't know the answer to that question either. Is there something like is Savvy in a bad mood over on her stream? Or I don't know. OG Rockstar is the worst. Yeah, I have to take your word for it. Like most of the time when I had Red Bull, I can't remember what the name of the drink was. I think it was Jägermeister and Red Bull. I don't remember. There was some kind of drink that people used to buy me at the bar. I never bought it myself, but my experience with energy drinks is pretty limited. I'm like, fuck it, man. If I need a boost of energy, I'll just spring for the real cocaine. Why fuck around drinking nasty shit, man? Just go straight for the coke. Fuck it. Captain became a drag. What do you mean became? I think he already was. I mean, I drink a lot of Mountain Dew. I drink Mountain Dew and I drink coffee, and that's. But the thing is, like, I can, like, caffeine doesn't give me any kind of energy boost. I can fall asleep while drinking coffee. It just never really has. So I don't benefit from that kind of thing anyway. Like a few times when I was working, before I started doing drugs, I did those 5 hour energy shots, which also taste like shit. And like they didn't do a damn thing. Now you used to be able to get these things at gas stations called White Crosses that are illegal now. It's really just a root. Was it Mahong root ephedrine? And like if you took enough of those, it would make you shake like hell, but it would give you an energy boost. Then they made that shit illegal, and then it was all like these different kinds of stackers and stacker twos and whatever. But all they really did was make me shake. They didn't really give me much of an energy boost. Do load your sperm count. Well, that's okay. I don't really need my sperm anymore. As long I don't care about how many, as long as it still shoots out, I'm good. Energy drinks will give you kidney stones. Kidney stones suck, man. I had them once, and my son's mom used to have them all the time, man. And I felt so. We had to take her to the hospital a couple of times. What's going on? Yeah? Well, I'll tell you what, Grim. Um, I'll drink a Mountain Dew and send you a sample, and you can count all of them and tell me how many there are. How about that? You have to drink corn silk tea to get. If you drink, um, like my dad knows, he drinks a lot. Uh, I guess that works. I don't really know for sure, but it works for him. All right. Good night, Kodiak. Hello, Sabby. Sabby, I didn't realize you were live. I didn't mean to step on you. Sorry about that. All right, Gremlin, I can just shoot it right in an envelope and send it to you. I'll send you a nice dick pic too. Just don't clone me, man. Don't be sending my sperm to any place and having me cloned. That would suck. You really don't want any more of me than there already are. You lost your right kidney. Oh shit. Well, if I find it, Lisa, I'll make sure I get it back to you. Drinking Cooley's bathwater makes you spaz out at the Weld County Christmas party. That's interesting. I don't know how you think of this shit, man. Yeah, kidney stones are, like I said, I've had them once, and it wasn't fun. But like my son's mom, she got them frequently, and there was a few times I had to take her to the emergency room because she was just in horrible pain. I mean, like worse than she was when she was having my son. It was bad, and it's when somebody you love is in a lot of pain like that. It's a helpless feeling because you can't do anything about it. Hey, what's going on, Juniper? 'I think I got put on some kind of government watch list because I don't really get. I mean, I do have some very strong political opinions, but I don't really get involved in it like I used to. And I even forget where it was at, but I said that I would drink Tulsi Gabbard's bathwater, and just because of that, I think I got put on some kind of government watch list. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree. I mean, I would probably vote for her. Don't necessarily agree with everything she says, but damn, she's hot. You have to strain the urine at work a lot to see if patients have pet. Yeah, I had to do that too. I had to pee through a like a coffee filter. 3 millimeters. I can't remember how big my biggest one was. Was it? I think 7 millimeters. I don't know. I can't. I don't really remember. If that sounds like a crazy big thing, then probably not. But I seem to remember 7 millimeters being in there. But it is not fun. Most of the ones I passed just look like little grains of salt. Or at least the ones that I saw. 9 by 30. Holy cow! That that's like the size of a 9 millimeter, like the bullet part. Yeah, I mean it's obviously 9 millimeters wide, and like what you would know is like a regular 9 millimeter is 9 millimeters by 19. So what you passed was about the size of a 380 bullet. Holy cow! That is huge. You passed about the size of a 380 bullet, man. Holy cow! Where's that wrench you were waving with that? What the hell, man? You know, kind of chillax a little bit in the chat, please. I don't know what the hell happened over in Sabby's stream because I wasn't there, but uh, I bet it gave you scar tissue trying to push something that big through a tube that narrow. Jesus Christ. You've had two. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. And ended up with a nephrostomy bag over the. Hold on, dang it, I missed it. Bag over the kidney stones. Wow. Tommy broke his Rolex pegging Tony. Oh my God. What percentage of people get stones? I have no idea. Holy cow. All right. Cover your eyes, ladies. I have no idea who this is. We might be in for a big old helicopter. Probably a little one.
Big helicopter. How you
What's
doing,
going
Bill?
on, man? I'm all right. How
Thought
you
I'd come
doing?
up and keep you company, man. You're boring the hell out of everybody.
Yeah, I am being pretty fucking boring.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of sick of the drama shit. But I do appreciate the company. So, what are you gonna do to make it exciting? Okay,
Can
that's
you hear?
cool.
Okay. Oh, I said shit's been going down, huh?
Yeah, shit's always
Going
going
down
down
or up?
though.
People are
Keep talking,
losing
man. It's
their
getting there.
People are losing their fucking minds, dude. I'll tell you that.
That is a fact.
Over nothing. Over nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Meltdowns left and right. We're on this side, you're on that side. You know, people trying to cancel people from the internet, which is impossible. Right? Weird stuff, man.
I'm on my own. I stand alone. I'm not part of any group.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to go. That's the way to go. And people want to define, you know, the world according to where you stand on Edward. And like that's just not like that's not even a real thing, you know. It's crazy. You know.
Right.
Yeah. Anyhow. Yeah. I took a couple days off. I been doing some traveling and just unplugged and popped in here and there, but you know, hopefully all this stuff blows over and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But you know, it is what it is. Something new will come out of it. It's just gotten really ugly in the last couple of days, and that's just been really disappointing to see people just push the limit, you know, dragging people to the point of people crying and calling people's work and their houses, and it's wild, man. It's
It's
wild, but you know,
insane.
yeah, it'll reset, and then those people that have put themselves out there like that, you know, once everything kind of blows over, which it will, you know, what are they going to be left with? Scarred
right.
reputation, right?
They've shown everybody what they really are.
Yeah,
Um,
and even some
all
catchers
the
too. Even some catchers that have. I mean, Tommy's gotten into it. Obviously, Tommy's always gets into the drama. You can expect that, but I mean, I used to like watching FM. I liked his streams, and the dude's just gone into the deep end, and that's weird, man. You know, it's just it's weird to see a catcher kind of tread into the ugliness of the drama to try and control something that they actually have no control over. The only thing you have control over is whether you choose to continue catching or not.
That's the thing, man. Like they are attacking people that are only like ever in chats. That they're attacking people that like never been on a panel, don't have their own channel, and just fucking attacking them, threatening violence, threatening to dox them, and just fucking that kind of bullshit just rubs me the wrong way. And here's the deal, man. It does some. I've been in the driver's seat. It's pretty easy to get like 200 plus simultaneous viewers. All you got to do is have a panel of people going at each other, and people will watch it.
Sure.
And things have to keep escalating. If they smash out everybody that they're trying to smash out, who are they going to go after next? They're already starting to eat each other with the race situation.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know about all that stuff, but
I mean, I caught some of it. Has he been around at all, or is he just gone?
not under his real account.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that whole thing blew up. Whew, man, that was. I literally caught a little bit of it, and then I was traveling, and then I popped back in, and something else was happening, and whew, man, pretty dynamic. But the world continues, right? Life continues.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
I mean,
like if you choose to like turn it off, like just shut your phone down, it all goes away.
Oh yeah, I've done it. I've done it. Yep, it works.
It's unbelievable. But people get sucked into it, and I think after a certain point, it definitely starts to. I would assume it starts to impact your mental health and your physical health, your relationships. If you have a family, your family life. You know, after a certain point, it's just not healthy. So my recommendation to people, you know, unless this is what you're here for, is to take an occasional break, you know, and go smoke some grass. Don't touch grass, but smoke it.
Smoke the shit. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Roll around naked in it. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, they just keep escalating and escalating and escalating shit to get fucking views, man. And it's not a hard thing to do, but eventually people are gonna get sick of it. They're gonna get bored of it, and they're gonna wind up canceling themselves. Is what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I guess Alex showed Cap to be an asshole today. I didn't get to see it myself, but I heard about it.
I don't. What happened there?
I guess I from what I'm told, Cap was in Alex's chat and asked if they could collab on a catch, and Alex more or less called him a clown and said, "No, you haven't done a catch in a year, and you're just about the drama." Which he's right, and I don't know. I was just told that Alex made Cap look like a clown, which he is. So there's that.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't lie. He hasn't done a catch in a while, and he's definitely at the center of the drama now. I mean, just some of the way that they treat some of these people, man. I'm like, whew. It's like some entitled shit, you know. It's like to bring people up and let's drag them and let's bully them and let's do all of this. I'm like, you're grown men. You're grown men on the internet playing a 10-year-old's game. You know, so
right.
It's pretty wild, man. Pretty wild.
They're fucking, like I said, people that are only ever in the chats, and if their opinion doesn't go along with what they want, fucking, you got FM ordering other people to kick people out of their channels and shit. Who the fuck are you, man? You know? And then they're up here threatening women. And I don't know how many times FM said he was going to come and pull up on me. He ain't never going to fucking do it. He's more than welcome. I mean, one, he ain't got no car. Was he going to fucking ride his bike all the way to Indiana? I doubt it. It's never going to happen. It's just, if you're going to, don't threaten somebody, just fucking do it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, or just like be a grown up and be mature and recognize that, you know, the internet's not real. And if you do want to escalate something from the internet to real life, then just fucking do it. Don't talk about it. Don't yell into your fucking phone.
Yeah.
I think the only
If you're
person that's
smart,
ever done that was Alex, right? When he pulled up on Tommy.
yeah, that didn't work out too well either. But yeah, I mean, the last thing you want to do is warn me that you're coming if you're really going to come.
Yeah, it's strange, man. And I don't like. I was definitely like part of the, Ray pulled me and a bunch of other people into the boys group, and we had a good run. And then things just got weird, and at some point, a couple of weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, I bailed it and I left. Still kept connections with some people. And then I'm glad I left when I left, because just of what's happened between then and now, and it's almost like you don't even know what to believe. So, like, I see Tommy Boy putting out videos, and Tommy Boy's good at like documenting stuff, and I respect how he's kind of put himself out there. And then
my
it's just like,
problem with Tommy Boy is,
yeah.
My problem with Tommy Boy is he doesn't know half of what he thinks he knows, and he's wrong on a lot of stuff. I mean, some of this stuff I have firsthand knowledge of, and he doesn't.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I will say that the stuff that Tommy Boy's put out, at least in and around the patterns, right, having to do with Ray, in hindsight, like, I've looked back at my own experience with him, and I'm like, holy fuck, I'm like, yeah, man. I think I experienced some of the same stuff, not to that extent, but there's definitely some very strong parallels there. And you don't realize it until you realize it. You kind of want to believe that people are going to be good. And then sometimes you realize they're just not. And so, I mean, at this point, it's like, right. I don't trust any of you motherfuckers.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
Holy shit, there's an
very
osprey
much around
flying
here
over my house right now. Can you hear that plane? It's an osprey.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Marine, I think it's a Marine or a Navy ship. Wow.
Yeah, the wing tilts and...
Yeah, it's changing the wings right now. It's getting ready to land. Let me mute for a second. Hold on.
Put it on camera, dude.
It's gone. Oh, it's a big plane. Shit. Those things are badass. Whew, man. Yeah. Anyhow.
Yes, I watched Tommy Boy. I've commented in his chat, but he completely ignored it. If you're talking to me, Sean America.
Oh, yeah. Not reading chat, because reading chat also is not good for your health. Weird stuff happens in chat.
No. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I just like to go live and just bullshit with my chat, and that's sometimes,
Yeah, your chats
kind of chill and relaxing.
Your chats aren't too crazy. They don't get too sideways.
Yeah, we have our moments. It does happen, but I try it. I just yeah.
Anyhow, it's it's been really interesting, and I would say unfortunate to see kind of what's happened. I think you're right. People, the amount of energy that it takes to continue to push the hate for views, will eventually dry up.
Right.
There's only so many people that you can drag until they're like, fuck you, I'm not gonna let you drag me anymore. And the continued threats of like physical violence and or just straight up, violence towards women and threats towards women eventually is going to result in somebody getting in trouble. You can definitely bet on that because that's what happens. And it's all taking away from the reason that we're all here, which is predator catching, right? And I will say this, and I think, as much as I disagree with Red Hood, he said it on one of his streams, I think yesterday. He's like, Ed is listed, on this document, but Ed does not have any charges. So just like that's basically what it is, and it's like, that's it. So you move on. But people that want to draw a line in the sand around that. It's not about Ed. It's about Tommy. You know, it's about people that like, you know, want to get justice for Tommy. And I'm like, you want justice for Tommy? Who the fuck wants justice for Tommy? I mean, all the shit that he's
Yeah,
done
you're
doesn't
right.
go away. You know, I wish he would just stick to pred catching because he's good at that. But he sticks his nose in the drama after a couple of White Claws, and just like I can't watch his shit anymore. I can't watch FM anymore. I can't watch Tommy anymore. I hope they go out and continue to catch preds, but I can't support them anymore as pred catchers just because they're, you know, they're more drama queens than anything else.
Yeah, that's I've said this a few times that at my heart, I will always care about predator catching. I that's what I'm originally here for. But I want us all to stop pretending that this section over here, our little drama channels, we got to just stop pretending that's what we're about now because we aren't. It's, I mean, at our core, yeah, and this happens to be how we all met. But the stuff that we're doing now doesn't help a goddamn thing.
Right.
All it is tearing people down. And I've seen some really cool people completely gone from the community because they were getting harassed by these quote unquote catchers, FM,
Yeah.
Cap, Kevin. And these people have done nothing other than disagree with them.
Yeah.
You know, they get accused of being other people who some of them I know for a fact that they aren't. You know, the one good thing that came out of it, actually a couple of good things, but like I was looking for an excuse to slide into Andrea D's DMs, and like couldn't think of a good excuse, but now I have one, and I've actually had
Did you get in?
oh yeah, I'm in deep. I've talked to her. I mean, like voice talked, so I know for a fact that she is not who they were accusing her of being.
Who were they?
You know what I mean? And
people were accusing her of being something that other than Andrea D.
FM was accusing her of being fuck, man, my TBI is kicking in. Megan. FM was accusing her. He's accused a bunch of people of being Megan, and like
I
none
don't
of
even
them
know who
are.
Megan is. Who is Megan?
A girl that the girl that he had a thing with, but doesn't now.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So, and he's threatened the shit out of her, and he's threatened the shit out of some other girls too. There's yeah. I need to stop talking about it, but
yeah. Well, I'm glad that you talked to Andrea D. She's always been kind in the chats to me. Inquisitive, not like, you know, rushing to judgment on any particular issues. Ask questions. I appreciate that. Objectivity, something that we could use a little bit more of in this community, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
But
a little
I
bit
mean,
more of that.
there are other people that FM was accusing of being Megan that like I've talked to these people on the phone, so I know that they aren't. And like then he gets Cap and all the rest of them to also bully them or to kick them out of their chats or whatever, and it's all over FM's bullshit. And it just goes around and goes. There's more. Yeah, it just rubs me the wrong way. And when a man threatens a woman or tells a woman to shut the fuck up, that just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, it's I'm definitely not trying to stir up drama, but I will say this just to clear the record and clear my name. I've definitely said some things to people. I've said things to you. I've said "fuck Bill Powell," right, many times. I said it to your face.
Sure.
Yet here I am.
Yeah.
I said "raise a bitch" on many a panel, and then somebody called me out on it. Cap. He's like, "Oh, you told Ray he was a bitch," and I'm like, "Yeah, Ray is a bitch. I told Ray he was a bitch. He's done bitch-like things." And so, like, it's very interesting too. It's not like the being abusive to women, but it's like men in this community that will white knight for people for no reason or call shit out And I'm like, why don't you come direct to the source and ask me what I was talking about or what I meant? I'll be honest with you. Be a man. But there's just not a lot of that going around in this community, and people want to rush to judgment around things that people said. If I said something, I'll tell you I said it, and I'll tell you why I said it. There was also this very interesting thing around Cap, right? Where when I think Ed put out Cap's documents, right, his like legal documents, which doxed him and doxed his, his ex-girlfriends or wives, I'm not sure. And I was talking to a particular person in this community. I was like, like if your shit's out there like that, you probably want to be careful about how vocal you are, because it's probably going to come back to bite you at some point. And I wasn't saying that because I was going to do that. I would never do that. I was telling somebody who had a direct line of communication that I just didn't think it was a smart thing to do for Cap. Never told him directly. The way it gets communicated to Cap is that I was intending to do that. And I've never done that. I'm not a bitch. I would never do that. But it's interesting how things get twisted in conversation around here. And then people are so fucking lame, they don't want to clarify shit. So, fuck Ray and fuck Cap. How about that? Put those balls in your mouth and fucking swirl them around.
Most of the shit going around, like I have said some fucked up things that I've fully meant. I do make off-color jokes, and I'm never going to stop. But a lot of the shit these motherfuckers are saying that I said is shit that they intentionally, I think, take out of context. Or they make it sound like I'm saying things I'm not really saying, or they just take, or I do misspeak a lot. They just take the part that I misspoke on and run with that, but they don't play the part where I clarified later what I actually said.
Yeah.
So that kind of shit happens a lot.
So when you said, or when you used to talk about surprise anal, you were actually talking about morning butt sex, right?
Oh, I don't ever joke about surprise anal. Everything I ever said about surprise anal was dead serious.
Oh shit. It's kind of fucked up, but like through all of this crazy shit, and I used to think that you were crazy, and I probably still think that you're crazy.
I am.
But through all of this shit, I'm like, fuck, dude, you're like one of the most rational people right now to actually hop on a panel with, who is like not going to lose their shit.
Oh my God.
Who's going to be open-minded and, have a conversation. So yeah, here we are, 2023 people.
Dude, when somebody utters the words that Bill fucking Powell is the most rational, shit is fucked up.
It is.
And I'm not even joking. That's yeah. It's
yeah. Wow. You know what I'm saying.
What the fuck? No, Ronnie, you're not blocked. I don't know why you would be. Yeah, sometimes that happens, Ronnie. Sometimes YouTube censors like me personally. I'll try to chat. It's because of the bullshit I say. I think they watch you sometimes, but yeah, sometimes YouTube's fucked up like that. Yeah, a little while ago, I just thought people stopped commenting, but I think it was a problem with YouTube. And I don't for a while, I don't think anybody's comments were coming in.
Getting back to catching, right? This is what brought us all here. In the last, I think, week or two, I've seen some pretty phenomenal catches. And I'll give it up to Tommy and CPP for their catch of this 4-time offender, fucking weirdo, creepo, speedball motherfucker, the guy that was tweaking so hard. That was a pretty fucking strong catch. A real a real fucking dude that's hurt a lot of kids. So I'll put a pin in that one, even though I can't stand fucking Tommy when he's doing his drama shit. I can still, you know, I still try and like look through that and be like, oh yeah, this is actually a good catch, right? Because he's actually still out there catching, like some of these other catchers that aren't catching anymore, doing drama. So respect to Tommy for that. And then the other one, which is a team I've been following, but they do this like different work. They do like the long-term work, right? Where they'll like decoy somebody for like 6 months or a year. The OPP catch, where they caught this guy that drove like 1,800 miles, right? Got him in a hotel in Oklahoma City or somewhere. I mean, in my opinion, the dude was like a legitimate child sex trafficker, a fucking evil man who also appeared to be on meth. So there's definitely this meth connection with some of the weirdest people, some of the major creeps. And I think this OPP catch was a big one because, I mean, we'll find out, but this guy seems to have been caught up in some fucking serious trafficking shit. And he deserved to get taken down. And I'm glad that they fucking took him down.
Nice. Yeah, that's freaking when you really look into it. And I do a lot of doo-doo. I do a lot of studying about sex trafficking and kids trap and all that. I do actually study a lot about that stuff. To say on my own time that I don't talk about much on here, but I do look into that kind of thing a lot. And it is so widespread and so deeply ingrained, like with government officials and stuff. It's just insane, man.
Yeah. 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 I mean,
for
go ahead.
For all the hundreds of catches that our catchers do every year, it's good and it helps some, but it's like it's barely a fucking dent in the totality of the problem.
Yeah. I think CPP Sam, you know, love him or hate him, had shared some statistics a while back around, you know, the different types of sexual abuse towards underage children. And the vast majority of it is not this stuff that's picked up with pred catching. It's like familial, like relationship stuff, you know, where people know a child, and like 10% of it is like the online stuff, right? Or less than 10%. So, and then, you know, I mean, there aren't that many pred catchers. And so it's even smaller. And then their success rate with catching these guys. I mean, I don't know how many people they get to decoy and how many actual active, you know, decoy things turn into real catches, but it just starts to get smaller and smaller, but still, it's still incredibly important. I think in some places it's raised a spotlight to, you know, local DAs and the communities around this shit. But yeah, it's definitely like it's an uphill battle, man, for sure. Just to try and actually put a real dent in it, which sucks.
Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, it helps bring awareness to it. You know what I mean? Like I mean, I always knew it was a problem, but until I really started getting into this, I didn't realize like how much of an issue it was. I mean, we all know that there's fucking probably like 5%. If you look at the maps, like any city, it doesn't matter where it's at. If you look at the maps, all the red dots, it shows you where the predators live. It's like 5% of your entire town are just the ones. Those are just the ones that got caught.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's fucked up, man.
Yeah, caught and prosecuted. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's another thing is most of them that get caught don't get prosecuted. So those are just the ones that went all the way through the system.
Right. So I think if you get caught, even if you get arrested, but then ultimately you're not prosecuted, like you don't end up on that list, right? Because you were never actually charged with a crime. You might have been arrested, but yeah, it's this whole process. Anyhow, I mean, those were two catches recently that I've seen that were pretty fucking badass. So kudos to those teams. You know.
Yeah, I really like OPP. I started watching them like they took a very long break. I think they had
Yeah.
some legal problems. I don't know the details, but
Yep.
they were one of the earlier teams that I started watching.
Yep.
And then they kind of went away for a while, and they're back. But
Yeah, super
yeah,
professional,
I
man.
do
Super
like them.
professional, very thorough, on the spot. You know, they're good. They're really good at what they do. They don't lose their shit. They also don't. They also, you know, lean in when they need to lean in. They don't let these guys off the hook. And so, yeah, I mean, I've been following them, like their calls, but they haven't had a catch in a while. But you can realize sometimes this stuff takes a long time, you know, unless you're doing the quick, like, grinder catches, you know. I mean, those are pretty easy to do. You can rack up a bunch of catches, but they do different work. You know, they're out there. I think they're probably busting people that are part of the larger problematic system around CP and child trafficking, right? As opposed to some dude who wants to get his rocks off on any given random night with a young person, which is still equally fucking evil, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yep. Like, I mean, like Decoy, she's had people that she talked to for like a year before they got caught. And sometimes, like I've decoyed myself, so I kind of been through it. And sometimes you'll talk to somebody for months and months and months, and then they just, pretty much tell you to go fuck yourself or whatever. So sometimes you can waste months and never catch a guy, or you just can't get him to. You can't quite get him to meet up. Like he'll kind of think about it. He's like, no, I don't want. So, but if nothing else, at the end of the day, we hope that the people that know who they are in real life know what
Yep.
they are.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat now. We've got surprise anal account now. He says,
I see that.
I will surprise FCC next. My my anus is a one-way highway, buddy. So good luck with that. Well, that depends, but yeah,
That's what you think.
based on what I know. Anyhow, Bill, I'm gonna get off here. I got some real life stuff to tend to. So I appreciate you having
No,
me
you
up.
don't.
I do. My wife's waiting for me in the hot tub. Um,
Oh,
and so, yeah, exactly. But it was good talking to you and good seeing some people in the chat. And yeah, you'll see me around, not as much, but I'll pop in from time to time.
are you still talking about the surprise anal?
Who, me? I
You
don't.
said you'd pop in from time to time. I'm just asking you to clarify.
No. I'm talking about popping in the chats. Yeah,
Oh, I got you. All
you
right, man.
got it.
Right on.
All right. Well, you have a good evening.
All right, you too.
All right. Peace out, everybody in the chat. Be good. Be kind to each other. Say no to the hate. And yeah, that's it. Peace.
For some of us, hate is all we have. Oh, basement girls, huh? Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about, which means I probably know who you are. Am I right? Ain't nothing wrong with basement girls, man. All right. Yeah, y'all, I see you messaging, but I can't read them right now. All right. Somebody pick another topic because I just don't feel like sitting here talking to myself. Watching a movie last night called Girl in the Basement. I don't even want to know what that was rated. I can probably guess. the thing is, man, like there are real life. You finally found your mom after all these years. I didn't. I didn't. Uh, well, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. The catches today were. I didn't get to see any of them, Michael Beverly. I've heard that some shit got pretty wild today. They caught some nasty, nasty dudes. I mean, they're all nasty, but you know what I mean. Well, that's cool, Cubana. I didn't like. I did. I didn't. I don't think I knew that you were looking for her. Are you gonna get to meet her in person? The Pred lost his job on the spot. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, I think that. I mean, whatever happens to a Pred is, you know, it doesn't bother me to see a Pred lose all of his shit. As long as it doesn't bring like bad attention to the business, because I've seen that happen, man. Like just because a guy's driving a truck with a business logo on it, and people start harassing that place, and that kind of stuff is bullshit. But yeah, I mean, I'd fire a motherfucker too. Drop a link. Are you wanting to come up? We can. All right. The link should be pinned, but I'll drop it down for you anyway. God dang it. It's not letting me. Hold on. It should be pinned, but all good. I got to make another link real quick. There you go. Just don't probably, Miranda, it's probably best if you don't read the chat because people like to get you worked up. All right. I'll let you up here to tell that story, but um, yeah, people like to get you worked up about things, and I don't want to see that happen. I would like to hear your story, though. The business got blown up with phone calls. Yeah, see that? That's not cool. I mean, it's good that the guy got fired, but it's just not cool when a third party gets harassed and it's not their fault. See, we back in the day, which sounds like 20 years ago, but it was only like 3. Like we had a specific way of notifying the businesses. We didn't do it out in public. We had a small group of people that took care of it. You'll call me on Instagram. Well, I mean, you can come up if you want to. All right. I guess you can tell me about it later then. It's up to you. I just know how people like to pick at you and get you upset when you're on panel. That's why I was worried. They had to close the business for the rest of the day. God, see that kind of thing is bullshit. You know, they shouldn't blast that stuff where people can do that. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, I want the predator to pay. I want him to lose everything he has, but there are innocent people involved that, yeah. Tommy is vaping cannonballs at the Battle of Waterloo, riding Scamule on a horse puddle. Dude, I'm telling you, you should write fortune cookies. What's going on, Telly? Yeah, I can't imagine. I can't imagine having to give up a child, man. It's got to be, I mean, yeah. Like, I can't imagine knowing that I have a kid out there not being part of their life. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not impossible that I could have a kid out there I don't know about. It's not impossible, but I sure as hell hope not. Well, I bet you were crying. That's a pretty wild thing. Right on, Kodiak. I thought you were going to bed a long time ago, but yeah, I'll get a hold of you. A lot of jealousy in the. Who the hell is jealous in the chat? I didn't see anybody jealous of anything. You're not blocked, community remix. I can see you. Overall, do you think the community has been a net positive? Thousands of Preds have been exposed in the last few years. Yes, I do. Overall, yes, I think it's these guys would just still be going around doing shit, and they probably still are. But overall, yeah, I'm glad all these motherfuckers. See, the thing is about this part of the community here is we think that we are a way bigger deal to the overall community than we actually are, right? Because if you look at like Alex and whoever else, some of these guys have over 100,000 subscribers, right? But these little bullshit drama channels here, none of us has over 2,000. You know what I mean? And in our chats, like maybe 200 something. I think the most I ever had was like 286 or something like that. You know, simultaneous viewers or whatever. And so we are a much bigger deal to ourselves than we are the overall community. So to answer your question, do I think it's a net positive? Yes. And I miss the days when I was actually helping do shit.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Miranda? What's going on?
Hi, Bill.
It's all right. Just take it easy and.
Yeah, I found her. Like I was looking. I was looking for her all day, and I found her.
You only were looking for her for a day?
No, for the whole years. On like I was going on the white pages, on the yellow pages, and today,
right?
Like I was like, and today I was like on the white pages. You know when you go on the white pages on the internet, it said her name, And then I looked at her, and it says that she's from Texas, and she lives in Texas, and is from the Key West, Florida. And I found her, and then I called her, and then I found her on Facebook, and she gave me her Facebook and everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Was she happy that you found her? Or was she trying to? I mean, have you known your whole life that you were adopted?
Well, no, I'm with my dad. My dad took care of me, and
Oh, I got you.
yeah, and my mom, I never heard from her since I was 3 years old, and I found her today.
That's awesome.
It's been
I mean,
it's been since I was 3 years old. I never seen her.
I would imagine you probably had a lot of resentment towards her and kind of wondering why.
And my older daughter, she's too nervous and afraid to like talk to her because she doesn't know her that well. From all these years, I never was with her,
Right.
and I'm trying to have her get along with grandma. And my dad is like to my daughter, hey, just give her a chance. We all make mistakes. We're not perfect and stuff, and it's a blessing from
Right.
God that I finally found my grandma. And my mom, and she wasn't alive at the time. I thought she passed away because she's in her 60s.
Right.
She's 60 years old, like around there. And she says she's going to come down here and visit me and stuff like that. Like from there, I told her I want her to live with me and I'll take care of her and support her no matter what. Even though what she did to me and like left me behind and stuff. And, when I never had a childhood with my mom, I never had that motherly figure with her. But now since I'm bonding with her, we're laughing together, hanging out on the video Facebook, on Messenger and stuff. And my older brother from Chicago, he's emotionally right now and he's crying. And my twin brother from here, he's excited and at the same time sad.
Oh wow. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
when we're young and irresponsible, we do a lot of dumb things. All of us.
Nobody's perfect, my mom.
If you're able to forgive her or whatever, then if this brings you some kind of peace, then by all means go for it.
It does. I need a mom in my life. I've been with my dad. My dad is like my mom as well. My dad is my mom. And he raised me, and we've been through hell. We suffered. We do our thing. We live life, try to live better and stuff like that. But now since I got my mom, things is gonna be changing. And I told her if she needs any help, just let me know. And I try my best to do what I can for her here and there. She's an alcoholic. She does drink and stuff like that. And I tell her she got to stop. And I wish she could be sober, with no drinking, nothing like that,
Right.
And
I just hope that she doesn't use it as an opportunity to take advantage of you. Keep an eye on that.
I know I do. I'm not that crazy, like that dumb. And I told my mom, I'm like, well, Mom, I don't drink. I don't do nothing. I'm trying to quit cigarettes. I've been not smoking for like almost 27 days now. But right when I find my mom and I get overwhelmed and stressed, it makes me want to smoke a cigarette. I feel like depressed and stuff like that. And I just smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, they say a smoker is always a smoker. I mean, I quit for 5 years one time and somebody died and I used that as an excuse to pick it back up. So yeah, having your nerves fried makes you want that nicotine back. So.
Yeah.
It's not really even the nicotine, it's the relaxation,
Yeah, I'm trying to fight it off, but it's too hard. And my kids are telling me, no smoking, Mommy, no smoking. I'm like, okay, I know. I'm trying. Even my kids are more smarter than me. I'm like...
Yeah, when it comes to stuff like kids are smarter than us. That's a fact. But
Yeah,
the thing is though, like if you can not smoke through this, you can not smoke through anything for the whole rest of your life. You can. I mean,
of
this has
course. And
got to
I've
be
been
probably the
smoking since
most emotional.
I've been smoking since I was 16 years old, and I can never quit. You
Yeah,
know.
well, it's tough, man. It's tough.
My mom knows I smoke, and me and her, we were smoking together, like on the camera on Facebook Messenger. We were just chilling, smoking, talking on the phone, messing around, joking around. And I told my mom, I'm like, hey, mom, I got 16 cats. I got this and that. She was showing me her dogs that she have. And I'm like, oh. And when I first called her on Messenger, we were just crying our asses off, crying. She was sending me all the baby pictures that was when I was young and when I was newborn, and showing pictures of my two brothers and me. And
Oh wow.
it, yeah, and I showed my dad, and my dad was tearing up a lot, like crying a lot. He was emotional a lot.
I'll bet. I bet he's got a lot of strong feelings towards her. If he raised you and she took off on him when you were little, I would imagine he'd be pretty upset.
Yeah, he's not upset. He forgive her, you know. We forgive each other. We're family. No matter what, we gotta stick together as one. And you know, just we're not perfect. We gotta live life and enjoy each other as we can, and be a family, and you know, have our kids with us and stuff like that. Have fun and everything. You know, just that's what I'm trying to do with my mom, because I never had that motherly, you know, bond. You know, I never had a mom to
Right.
tell me this, to tell me that. You know, I was just with my dad. You know, I told my mom when I first was there when I was 3 years old, before she left me. My mom was like, "Who do you want to stay with, me or your dad?" And I'm like, "You, mommy." You know, I was little. You know, I was innocent. I didn't know nothing. And I choose my mom. And then from there, my mom called my dad that day to pick me up, and she didn't want nothing to do with me. That's how it all started. I didn't know what happened, but it is what it is, right?
Hey, you know what? If you can forgive her and move on, then more power to you, because holding on to that kind of resentment and anger is not good.
Yeah, I don't hold
If
on
you
to
can
the
let all
grudge.
that go and
Never.
get past it, then yeah.
Yeah, I have. You know, I like me. I never leave my kids behind for nothing. I will never leave my kids behind for their fathers, for nothing. I will stick to myself. Be a woman, take care of my 4 kids, even if they drive me crazy or anything like that. You still gotta be dependent, you know. For your kids depend on you, on the parent,
Hmm.
and that's how I feel. Like I'm like, thank God I never left my kids behind, like my mom did to me. That doesn't mean I have to do to my kids. That doesn't mean nothing, right? Just because she did it to me doesn't mean I have to do it to mine, right?
Oh, absolutely not.
And I'll never be like that. I It's just emotional. I'm like, oh my God, I found my mother. I was screaming and crying and being freaked out and stuff. And my kids was like, Mom, what? I found Grandma. I said, I found Grandma. And then I called my brother and he's like, Mom, Miranda, you really did? You really did? Yeah, bro. He's like, oh shit. He's like, I don't want to talk to her at the moment right now because of what happened and stuff. And I'm like, well, you do you, bro. You just your time, be patient, and until you feel comfortable to talk to her. You know, we can't force them. You know.
Yeah, that's the thing. When something traumatic happens to you, even when you're that little, I mean, like my earliest, I don't remember very much about my childhood, but like the stuff I do remember, like seeing my grandpa get sucked up. I wasn't there when it happened, but I saw the aftermath. My grandpa getting crushed in a combine. I was
Oh
like
wow.
5, and I remember that. I remember that shit, and it's burned it. I can't ever stop thinking about it. So yeah,
Mhm.
when traumatic things happen to you, it just it seems like it either just completely burns into your mind, or like a lot of people just don't remember. Their mind just pushes it out. It's gone, and they just don't remember anything. It seems to go one of
Yeah,
two ways. Like it's never like a casual memory, you know?
it's like it vanishes right away. But hey, Bill, I'm just letting you know I'm just excited, and I'm now having that motherly figure with my mom and stuff. And I'm gonna hit the bed right now because my phone, I need to charge it because me and my mom, we were talking all day, all night, and messing around, having fun. But I'm gonna like let you know of anything else of how she's going and stuff from
Yeah, do
there.
that.
And I hope you have a good night, Bill. Love you.
You too. Hey, I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, I'm excited and nervous, but at the same time, emotional.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let us know how that goes, and
Sorry about the
yeah,
crying part. I had to
congratulations.
let my tears go out.
It's
I
fine.
had to
You're
let my
fine.
tears
Don't worry
come
about
out.
it.
It's embarrassing.
You're fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
I appreciate it, Bill. You have a good night, hon. Take care, stay safe, be
All
good,
right.
behave, stay out of trouble.
Yeah, I'll stay out of trouble. All right.
All right, Bill. Take it easy.
All right. You have a good
Bye.
night. Let us know.
You
All
too.
right. Later. Wow. They always seem to come to me, which is all right. Oh man. Yeah, that's one story I don't think I've ever really told to many people. I think I've told people about it, but like not the details. When I was in kindergarten, I'd gotten home from school, and um, like my mom got a phone call, and she was immediately frantic, and she called my dad home from work. Dad comes home from work. I'm leaving a lot out on purpose, but dad comes home from work, and at the time, I still don't know what's going on. And back then, you could put two adults and three kids in the front of an F-150 or F-250, and nobody wore seatbelts. Nobody gave a shit at the time. So we all pile into my dad's pickup truck um, and rush out to the field where we had been called to. And they had kind of made it sound like it wasn't a big deal, I guess. But we get there and drive into the field. My dad jumps out and runs to the combine. And of course, I'm a little guy. I want to be like my dad. So I chase after my dad. And there's all these firefighters around the combine, which I actually, I'm 5. I thought it was kind of cool. Um, but when I got up there, like I guess nobody saw me walk up, so they just kind of let me walk right up to it. And then, like, I see my grandpa. He had those old combine heads were like they would clog up all the time. And it was like a bean picker that went around, goes around in a circle. The older ones, and farmers are always in a hurry. Farmers don't give a shit about safety most of the time. They're always in a hurry. They never slow down. Instead of shutting the combine off, all he did was disengage the head. You're supposed to shut it completely down when you get in there. Um, so he just left the combine running, disengaged the head, and he went up in there to clean the shit out, and it slipped back into gear, and it sucked him up into there. And yeah, so about the time I got up there, they were pulling him out, and he was all crushed and shit. And um, like his mouth was wide open, and like things were coming out. It was one of my first memories, and yeah, kind of sucks. But anyway, there's that story. All right, what the fuck's going on down here? Oh man. All right. There's an argument going on, and I'm not real clear on what's happening. Yes, I did take a stream down because Juniper was doxxed. I actually took both streams down that happened that night for different reasons. I didn't go back and read the chat. I said I was going to, but I never did that, so I don't know everything that happened in the chat. And somebody was saying earlier that their comments weren't being posted. We were having that problem earlier. A lot of people were having problems with their comments being posted. And on my end, for a while, like nothing posted. I thought everybody abandoned me, but so there's been a problem with YouTube not posting comments. As far as I know, nobody's gotten timed out. You weren't dogs. He said, okay. Either way, there was more than one reason why I took that down. So it was going to go down anyway, but yeah. All right. I thought she was doxxed, but I guess I don't really know. I didn't go back and look at the chat like I said I was going to. But that was the impression that I was under. I don't know. Look, you got a venomous villain just says whatever he can say to get a rise out of people. You gotta understand that. You can't let venomous villain. I mean, just look at the name. That ought to tell you something. That person just gets off on pissing people off. Just don't let him bug you. If you just ignore that kind of troll, then they quit bothering you after a while. But like they know who they can get a rise out of and exactly how to do it, and that's what they get off on. So yeah, I know it's an album. All right. Does anybody else have any traumatic or life-changing events they want to talk about before I hang this up? Okay, no problem. Miranda, you have a good night too. I kind of just want to let it go to watch the chat go back and forth, to be honest with you. Jeff has a catch. Is that true? Is it like a real catch or another one of his bullshit catches? I got my eye on you, OJ Simpson. I got your number, buddy. I think he was bullshitting his Michael Beverly. He tends to do that. That's right. Yeah, Nanya's going live tonight in like 10 minutes, I think, or 15. I don't know. But yeah, Nanya's going live tonight. He has a snatch. Okay, that makes more sense, actually, OJ. Alex took a cap crap. Yeah, I heard that Alex made Cap. Well, I mean, Cap made himself look like. But yeah, I heard that Alex kind of slapped him down a little bit. I unfortunately didn't get to see it. I mean, when you turn your channel from a catcher channel to a drama channel, I mean, that kind of shit's gonna happen. What's up, Zippity? And that's the thing. Those of you that have been, I didn't start doing anything with this channel until like last June, so it hasn't even been a full year yet. But those of you that have been here since day one know that I didn't want to be a drama channel. It just fucking, I can't get away from it. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, guys. When you have a troll that picks at you and picks at you, they know exactly what they're doing. If you just don't, the saying is, don't feed the trolls. If you just ignore them, um, like I don't have anybody. There are people banned from my channel, but like on my, person, however you word it, but the person to person YouTube, I don't have anybody blocked. As far as that goes, but if somebody's really bothering you, just fucking block them instead of entertaining their shit. I mean, the more you entertain it, the more they're going to come at you, and the madder you're going to get, and that's exactly what they want. Don't give it to them. Mark your Walmart exclusive calendar that you're on the cover of. Hey, yeah, some of you ladies are damn nice looking. And I know you don't want people to know what you look like and stuff. But I know if I were to put together like a ladies of the community calendar, um, and if you'll give me permission, I'll use the booby pics I've been sent. But would you all let me do that? Let me use your pictures in a women of the community calendar? Because I'd love to do it. Only with your exclusive written permission, of course. You were just chilling there. Oh, sure, sure, venomous villain. You were just like completely innocent in the whole thing. Uh huh. Barb. Oh, fuck you, Gremlin. That's not even funny, man. I'm trying to bring a little bit of light to people's lives, not make them puke. I guess I could make a calendar for. You know what? I'm not gonna make any bulimic jokes because we actually have bulimic people around here. I don't want to make fun of that, but yeah. Do a minute. Oh, fuck, man. I've been sending enough fucking dick pics of guys around here. I probably could. I ain't gonna do it though. July would be a hilarious one because of the so you were not. Yeah, so I know that they weren't yours, Lisa. I wouldn't expect you to. We could do a catchers of the community calendar. Well, I don't know. Most of our catchers I don't want to look at every month. Colfax has to be October. Oh shit. Yep. We can make that happen. Best of Trolls calendar. That's not a bad idea. I'm not into taking a bunch of screenshots and shit. Like even when I see stuff I know I should, I just don't bother because I know I'll lose it. But some people are really into screenshotting like every fucking thing, and I think it's weird, but it comes in handy sometimes because they do send me some shit I can use. Best of Trolls calendar. That's not a bad idea. You screenshot the funniest live chat comments on here. Hey, I'll hit you up, Gremlin. If we decide to go that route, I'll hit you up. You have a comp. Oh yeah, the Hunchback's comments. We could do a. Fuck, we could do like all 360. How many days are in a year? I don't know. However many 400 something days are in a year. We could do that just with um, Hunchback's comments. You vote Little Fucker for all the months. We can get him in there. Yeah. In closing, gentlemen, and I've said this 100 times, don't send dick pics. The ladies don't really appreciate it. It ain't like when they send us their boobies. It just don't do it. All right. I mean, it's good. Eventually, it's going to go wrong for you, and they're going to be sent to people that you don't want to have them. And I promise you that even if you think this chick likes you, I promise you they are laughing at you and passing them around. And most of you that actually like to show your dick pics, you got nothing to be proud of anyway. All right, Zippity, go ahead and. Well, I've actually been talking about doing this for a while, but kind of with all the booby pics I've been sent, but I highly doubt anybody's gonna consent to that, and I'm never gonna share them no matter what. So, the president likes dick pics. Interesting. Word on the street is that Clownbot's been going around helicoptering panels. Well, I kind of doubt it, but I mean, a lot of times word on the street knows more about what's going on than what's written in the books. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't believe Clownbot is doing that. And whoever helicoptered me last time, actually everybody that's helicoptered me ain't got nothing to be proud of. So I just don't get why. I don't know. That's the thing. The last time I got helicoptered, it was up there for like a while. I mean, like, I don't know, 30 seconds. I don't know how long. But it was because all I have to operate on is a little tiny phone, and it was a little tiny dick, and I couldn't really tell what was happening for a few seconds. So it stayed up longer than I would have wanted it to, but hey, it is what it is. It's down now. It looked like CP to you. I didn't look at it that close. If you're serious, I'll fucking turn that shit in. Yeah, they came in with your name, Juniper. I would like to get you up here one of these days, though. Are you being serious, or are you just making fun of the size of it? Because if you're being serious, I'll fucking turn that shit in right now. And no skid marks to be seen. Well, that's a oh, okay for real people. Like since I was like 5, I've never had a problem with skid marks in my underwear. Like since I was a real little, I've never had a skid mark in my underwear. Is that like a real thing? Do adults actually have skid marks, or like, and you just won't watch chat? Yeah, I tell people that when they're like, sometimes when things are planned ahead of time, I tell them you don't have to engage with the chat if you don't want to. I was worried about Miranda being up here because the chat likes to torment her, which is why I don't usually let her up here anymore. But that was kind of a special thing, her finding her mom. So because they don't use a bidet, I don't use a bidet either. All I have is a roll of toilet paper and a garden hose, and I still don't have skid marks. But then again, I don't usually wear underwear, so I don't know. Yeah, no child should ever be watching my panels, but you never know. There's no way to know for sure. In fact, in my about section it says 18 plus, but that don't mean anything. Anybody can still hop on here. Does the tarp have a built-in toilet? No. No, sir. I didn't look at it that close. Once I realized what it was, I just got rid of it. Why do I let Ryan? I usually don't. I usually don't let Ryan on. I just let him on the other day for the hell of it. Yeah. Clownbot about to SA Jason. I kind of doubt that too, but you never know. I mean, all right, y'all. I think Ninja's probably going live here pretty soon. Linan's helicopter had racing stripes. Interesting. Oh yeah, you're definitely not as much of an asshole as fucking the people that Cap surrounds himself with. Most of them I'm not really surprised, but a couple of them I am kind of disappointed in. Anyway, that being said, yeah, fellas, don't send dick pics. They don't really like it, and they're gonna wind up in hands that you don't want them to be in. And I promise you, even if you think the girl likes you, she's fucking laughing at you and showing it to all of her friends. So just don't do it. And oh, something else, fellas. If you don't really know a girl, like, don't start. There's something else I had people complain about is um, don't video call a girl without asking her first, because that's also kind of creepy, especially if you don't know her real well. I'm just saying. Anyway, y'all have a good night. And of course, stay naked.